Centaur Warrunner is a off-lane tank who specializes in initiating and disabling and disrupting team fights, and his arsenal is no joke. He is centered around fighting and fighting as much as possible to get as many kills and snowball to victory. His Q, who Stomp, is a fairly short cooldown and long stun with mediocre damage and a small radius. Typically, what you want to do with this spell is run up to enemy heroes during a team fight and use it, or blink in and then use it to stun and set up kills. Double Edge is an insanely high damaging nuke that deals the same damage to the opponent and himself. So think of it as recoil, in that you think in a game of Pokemon, that scales with his strength as the game increases. Centaur Warrunner is the hero that gains the highest strength per level, so this is extremely good on him. His passive Retaliate basically is a damage return. Every single attack deals a certain amount of damage back to the opponents, and every damage taken from a tower or a hero unit gives him bonus attack damage when he activates it, uh, which is insane. It's a percentage of your current base attack damage, which scales with strength, which means it's going to be a lot, especially in the early game. And finally, his ultimate Stampede. For a short duration of time, you gain maximum movement speed and deal damage based on your strength as you pass through opponents, and your entire team gains this buff. And with Aghanim Scepter, you can go through terrain, which is pretty amazing. So, like I said, you want to build this guy pretty tanky with a lot of magic resistance and physical damage resistance, because you don't need to build damage items on him. His toolkit does all the damage for you. Blink Dagger for initiation, and be very, very aggressive in the early game, but don't get too cocky. You need to have at least one lane partner with you to secure kills in the early game before your abilities start dealing massive damage.